And then my new stuff is going to go right there. Tuck these. Yeah, tuck those mirrors right there. Blotting sheets are important. Okay, yeah, that's all that needs to be in here. All the rest of this stuff needs to go somewhere else. This drawer is like cream products in the front, and then kind of messy, but brow products, concealers, eye primers. So all of these products up here are fine where they're at, honestly, like that doesn't bother me. This disaster. Okay, let's put things I use the least in the very back. Okay, this Tarte like dip brow stuff, I really liked it. It came with a brush, but I've had it for so long and it's dried up and I haven't used it since the last time I decluttered. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this away because it's old and expired and disgusting. These two brow gels, the Make Revolution and the ColourPop one, it's too dark and it's a really waxy formula. I don't know if I absolutely love it, but the Make Revolution one is really good. It's just a little stiff. Like, honestly, if someone made a mix of these two, it would be like the perfect brow pomade to me. I don't use I don't use brow pomades like all the time, but when I do like to have some on hand just in case. I'm going to keep these two. They're fairly new, in decent shape, and other than this one, which I'm going dark again, so this might actually match me better, but yeah, let's just keep these. I'm going to put these towards the back because I don't use them all the time. Same with this NYX cake powder, which this is another thing that I should probably just trash. I mean, look how used it is. But powders don't really expire. And I don't really remember when I got this. I probably should toss it, but it's like one of those things where it's just a little memory of like the first. It's just a little memory of like the first thing I ever panned. And I actually triple panned this. Like there's, you can see there's like 2 pans in the dark brown and there's a pan in the wax. So I'm just going to keep this for just a little longer, try to see if I can get any more progress on it before I completely dismiss it. Brow gels. This is my all-time favorite NYX Control Freak. If you watch my channel, you would know. This is like my favorite colored brow gel, the ColourPop Brow Boss. I really like this Wet n Wild Mega Clear for just like a good, cheap, pick it up at Walmart alternative. And the e.l.f. one is also really good. I actually really like using this one on my lashes when I just want a natural, no mascara lash day. So I actually don't really use this one for brows, but I just keep it in here because if I don't know, it's just like easy for me to remember that it's there. I'm putting this concealer in the front, this Laura Geller concealer in light. I've used it one time and I really like it, so I'm just gonna keep it in the front so I remember to use it. Oh, I also have this like NYX, this is also probably another thing I should get rid of, but like I'm not. Why do I consistently hold on to things? Probably because it's another thing I've panned and I really made great progress on it, and I just like it hasn't like started smelling weird or done anything weird yet, so I'm just gonna keep it because I like it, you know, whatever. Brow brushes, I always keep my brow brushes in with my brow stuff just because if not they get lost in with the rest of my bra stuff. Why do I keep saying bra? And with the rest of my brushes, and then I can't find them when I'm looking for them. So I always just, it's just for me, it's more convenient to put them in with all my brow stuff. And for brow pencils, this is a mini ABH Brow Wiz. I still haven't tried this yet. It's actually too dark for me right now. So maybe when I do my hair back dark, I'll try it. Alright, let's do a mini review brow pencils. Okay, this is a brow wax from e.l.f. It's alright. I mean, I don't really love brow waxes. I keep it just in case I need it. That's basically it. In case, like, I feel like my brows are just not cooperating. Okay, Benefit Contour Pro, Brow Contour Pro. This is like the most expensive brow pencil I've ever bought. But I went through the lighter shade completely. And I'm too light. My hair is too light for the dark shade. So I am just going to keep this at least through the winter time when my hair is darker, just to see if I use it. I did really like this, but it's by far the most expensive brow pencil I've ever had, and I just don't think like you need to spend $34 on a brow pencil. It's a good formula. I like it. It kind of lasted a decent amount of time, but again, it is a brow pencil. I mean, it's really cool because it's got all the clicky stuff, but I barely used the concealers, if I'm going to be honest. Like, it was convenient because it's small and precise, but other than that, like, I don't know, I just don't think it's more kitschy than anything. Okay, Mega Revolution brow pencil. If you watch my Mega Revolution video and every video after that, you know I am in love with this pencil, and I have not been able to put it down. CoverGirl Ultra Fine is really good too, like one of my all-time favorites. ColourPop is just a little too waxy for me in formula, to be honest. The Urban Decay Brow Blade, if you want to buy a more expensive brow pencil, I definitely say go for this one because you get the ink stain on one side, which I think is totally worth it and it lasts a long time. And then you get the pencil on the other, which I'm almost out of. So like that part's not really worth it, but if you really want an ink stain, this is totally like worth it to me. I think I have a problem with buying concealers, especially in shades that do not necessarily match me. Okay. I did actually just reorganize these because they were kind of driving me crazy. So I have like medium shades back here, light shades, and then fair shades. I have mostly ColourPop concealers, which it's not my favorite, but I couldn't find my shades, so I just kept buying them because they're so cheap. So I have a lot of those on hand. I might start decluttering those out just because they don't really work for me. Same with like the e.l.f. concealer. It's an okay concealer. It's just like, I don't know if I just haven't tried it enough. It just doesn't really work the best. This is my favorite concealer right now, the Makeup Revolution. OMG, yes. The Conceal and Hydrate specifically. I freaking love this stuff. It looks so amazing under your eyes. But my all-time favorite concealer is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It's a $9 concealer, and as you can kind of tell, I have scraped this thing like as much as I possibly can. And it's probably time to get rid of this and get a new one, but I'm waiting until I use almost all of it up. Okay. The rest of these, they're pretty decent. A lot of them, the shades aren't perfect, but it is wintertime and I'm so pasty white right now that might work. So we're gonna kind of hold off on decluttering that stuff right now. I do need to declutter it though because these are getting a little outrageous and I don't want to get any more concealer than this because, like, realistically, I can have a whole stockpile of brow pencils, like, no problem, and primers, like, I feel like that's reasonable, but just to have a crap ton of concealers that may or may not match me depending on, you know, like, it just doesn't make sense. And this is all my eye primers. I'm pretty happy with what this looks like. Not much to declutter there. Okay, done with that drawer. Powder drawer. This one is actually, I've already organized, but I didn't actually like declutter anything. But it is organized. There's not really anything I want to declutter yet. I need to try a couple more of these things out, pan some things. I do want to talk about this powder though. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. It is my all-time favorite powder. It has no flashback. It is amazing. It sets your makeup. It locks it in. You don't look cakey. It's my favorite powder right now. A close second is the Too Faced Peach Perfect. And then really tied with second is the Derma Blend. So those are like my favorite powders right now if you were interested. My favorite bronzer is still Shady Biz, like by Fenty. You can totally tell that I have used and abused. Like, yeah, you can barely see that the Fenty Beauty emblem is in there. But yeah, that's my favorite bronzer right now in Shady Biz. For a highlight, it's always Amrezy, honestly. And blush, I don't, you know me and blusher. We're yes and no and yes and no. We're on and off, okay? We're not in a serious relationship. So yeah, those three drawers were like my easiest drawers for sure. But this next one, it's my worst by far. Yeah. Look at this mess. I mean, look at it. It just like keeps going. It's the gift that keeps on giving. We're just gonna layer out like this. Holy. This was the drawer I was not looking forward to doing. I don't know. Me and lashes don't get along. That's like why I have a million of them, because I just don't know. Like, I haven't found the pair yet. I mean, the Ardell Double Wispies definitely come close, but they're not like my perfect lash yet. So. I do also like these, but I don't know if they're still sold. It's the e.l.f. Wiley Hang collection. Yeah, I don't know if these are still sold, but these were like really good. Like, kind of natural-ish lashes, like wearable lashes. It's so hard when you have tiny little eyes to pick the right lash. Like, I got sent these in a BoxyCharm. Like, they're alright. I don't know, I just don't think, I think they're a little too long for my little eyeballs. Which sucks because they're gorgeous. These pure ones are really nice too. They kind of remind me of Ardell Wispies. Just like a little bit better. So, I don't know. Okay, I literally haven't used... This is a good mascara. I haven't used this one like at all, and I got it like 2 years ago for my birthday, so bye. This is my all-time favorite, you know. Which sucks because I need to find a cruelty-free version of it. The rest of this can go right here like that. That's organized. Decluttered. Oh my god, I don't even want to touch this drawer. This is my lip drawer. I don't want to declutter it. I have a lot of good shades in here. So, this kind of sucks. This like breaks my heart. I have so many. But I need to just like get rid of them if they smell or are acting funny. Okay, these are backups of my favorite lash. This I went to use in a video and it just like, yeah, it reeks. This is going bye-bye. All of these are good, but why are there like lip glosses in here? That's right, because my lip gloss drawer container is literally overflowing. I like all of these. I'm not gonna rhyme any of this, I'm sorry. This is like the worst declutter ever. This is more like just like reorganizing, okay? Don't look at this as a declutter. Explores, just reorganizing things. I really need to get rid of these 4 because I've had them since high school. And these 2. I keep telling myself once I fill this up and need more room, then I'll get rid of the ones from high school. But like, does this collection even exist anymore? This like Kate collection with Rimmel? I would buy replacements of those. These are all new, these are all new. Okay, yeah, sorry, this is like the worst declutter I filmed. I'm sorry. But I'm reorganizing my life so I can get back to filming. Elf eye tapes. No, no. You don't belong in here. You belong in here. Okay, like this might seem gross, but I have my first ever like Estee Lauder foundation still. Like I'll never wear it, but it's like the first foundation I bought on my own because I was working as a guard and I like a lifeguard and I treated myself. So this was like the first foundation I ever used, and I used like 75% of it, which I think is really good. But the shade is like way too dark for me, and now it's like really old, and I don't want to put it on my face, but I want to keep it because like memories. So like I've already kind of organized these in these baskets, kind of, but I really want to put it in this clear container just because I don't want these baskets in here. I don't know. This has been my ish lately. You guys know that if you watch my video on Makeup Revolution. F6, not F4, F6. But I keep like these foundations just in case. Like I need to mix them, you know. Hi darling, what are you doing? But I love mixing F6 with a new Stay Naked. It's not really new. I don't think it's new anymore, but the Stay Naked in the shade 30NN. This is just a little too dark and too-ish neutral. So I like to mix the two, but unfortunately I can't close this drawer. So this has to lay down, which I hate laying my foundations down, but that happens. And I've used a lot of this foundation, surprisingly. This is a repurchase, this is a love. These two are like made for each other. So if you're wondering, if you have like oilier skin and you really want to try this foundation, or you try this foundation, it doesn't really like work for you on its own, definitely pick up the Makeup Revolution one and try mixing it before you give up on it. Just that. And with these with this foundation and then like really light foundation as well. This foundation was actually supposed to go to Iceland, but it ended up with me. So Iceland, come to Idaho and get your shit. Thanks. I never use this foundation anymore, and it's super old, so it's going bye-bye. I think that's kind of crazy that like all my foundation went from these two baskets to fitting in like one half of this. Yeah, that's this drawer. That's kind of better. Oh god. That's where all my detail brushes are. Bam. That drawer is already organized. This drawer is a mess and I really don't want to touch it, so I might not. Oh, my very first big makeup purchase, another thing I will not get rid of. Look at this. This was the shittiest palette I own and still is to this day. I tried to love this palette. I think this palette is what got me to hate eyeshadow for a while. Then about the 3, because everyone was like raving about the 3. The best thing to come out of these palettes were the brushes. And I just bought another one, so we'll see. We'll see if they've changed formula. This palette, I love this palette. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. It was like a BoxyCharm Winky Lips exclusive. Ugh, how can you look at those shades, like come on. Yeah. This holographic, that's the shade name, it's so pretty. And this bottom row, I have this one I got in a BoxyCharm too, which like I don't use this palette, I don't reach for it, but there's like a lot of shades in here that I realize are coming out in newer palettes that I'm drawn to, and I'm kind of like, well, I have this palette, I think I need to just like stick this on top so that I remember it's there. Same with this one. 2 of my favorites. And then these, which I don't really use a lot of the palettes that are back here, but I love them. And this is already kind of organized. This is my face. I have like all my eye palettes are up here, and then my face, and I have like eye tools back here, and brushes I don't really use, but like I feel like they would serve a purpose with certain looks, so I haven't gotten rid of them yet. I really don't want to tackle this, so I'm just gonna end this video here. If you want me to go through this drawer, this is like all of the makeup I buy and like receive in like when I get my Ipsy, because I switched to Ipsy from BoxyCharm. So if you guys like want to see me tackle this drawer, let me know. I don't really plan on getting rid of anything, just because like a lot of this all of this really I've bought or gotten like for free because of their samples and stuff. Like, none of this is PR. I don't get PR. I don't know, if you kind of want me to go through this. This is literally like when I do full face first impressions, if I don't order a specific brand, I go to this drawer and I pick like every section, because I've got foundations, powders, bronzers, blushes, glitters, eyeshadows. Like, I literally have a basically full face in here except for like mascara and brows, but like that's fine, you know, if you like, we like. So if you'd like this to be in a separate video, please let me know and I will film that separate video, but I'm just gonna end this right here. Okay guys, that is all I've got. Let me know if you guys like this new camera. Give me a thumbs up. I'm sure you'll already know all about it when I do my update video, which hopefully will already be up. If it is, I'll link it down below. I just wanted to reorganize all of my makeup and kind of like a fresh new start with a fresh new camera, with a fresh new organization, like knowing what's in my drawers, getting rid of like all the old stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you loved this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, even though I'm not really active on Instagram, but follow me there anyway. I have a new Instagram too, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I like my personal Instagram, which like you can follow me. That's on my all of my previous videos. But my new one is Sassy Skye Makeup, just like no double S underscore or any of that. So yeah, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, all the things that we tell you guys to do. Do it, okay? Do it. Just kidding. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye!